right, ever so kindly.
I am going to say, Ree, did you get that up on your thing, and have you sent me your LinkedIn thing so I can see what it looks like? See if we need to adjust anything.
Let me send you my link. I'm playing with it now. I probably should not have played with it.
You're okay.
Because I'm trying to, I don't know, make sure it's crossed in there. Not too big. But,
yeah, so let's take a look at it. So you're playing with it. How you're playing with it? Yeah. Yeah, see, because I can adjust it here in Canva. Yeah, and we did talk about that. It's the left-hand side. You don't want to put any words there that you want to see. They won't be on it at the top. And the thing is that if you look at it on the phone, the middle won't be seen either, like the middle bottom half.
So, good evening, good evening, good evening to all of those that are new to the channel. Welcome to the Decorative Lounge. My name is Patrice Green. I am the creative conductor here, where we assist, teach, and discuss all things design that'll help your social media come to life with just some videos and some amazing personalized graphics. So, what I'm going to show you today is actually a person that I'm helping out. Her name is Eileen, and she's looking for some ways to actually update her social media cap. Like, so there's certain things that you can do with using Canva that you can use reel after reel to get out the information that you want and it not cost you anything like a Facebook ad. So that's what we're going to be talking about very briefly tonight. So hopefully you're ready to go to the Decorative Lounge. Let's go over now. All right, so this is what she sent me. This is called a shared link, and within it being a shared link, this is something that she already started working on. Okay, so in the midst of something that she's already started working on, you can see at the very top screen here, I am using her Canva. I have Canva Pro, so this is a way that a friend can help another friend if they don't happen to have the Pro account. She works with people that have been through disasters of all kinds, and she wants to make sure there's awareness of what you have to have in your first aid kit. So she took the liberty of making sure she gave you all these bullet points, right? Which are amazing to have. Now, as a follow up to that, you want to make sure you can use as many vivid colors as you can, as well as make it very eye catching. Like the information is, the content is amazing. So we want to make sure that the picture matches the amazing. So what I did is I left hers as it was, not to touch her amazing design. This is pretty much like she's new to Canva, and that's all the more reason why we want to assist. So I just made what they call a duplicate. So I'm gonna show you exactly how I did that. So here's the design that she had. You can see this square that says AM. That means that she's within the design as well. And this button up here at the top, it says duplicate the page. You can click that and then it gives you page 1 and page 2. So in this situation, this is a great way of not touching too much of the information that she had, but just recreating it in just a way so that it brings a little bit more light. So I'm going to talk and move around with this as we do it. So we're on the second page. So I noticed that this is a separate page, which is awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So these kind of pictures are what you call the transparent background picture, which allows you to put it anywhere you want on a photo and it not show you like the black and white specs. I'm going to remove that just so that we can make sure we grab all the content that we need. So because she took the time to put all of these in bullet points, let me give you a brief way of actually doing this. All right. So to grab all of this information and move it from left to right, this is the best way to do it. You take your mouse above where you need it, left click, You see the blue line starting to create, and you can slide it down. And while you're doing that, you only slide it to what you need. It's covering all the words. And with it covering all the words, it's now locking it. It's now what they call grouping it. If you see at the upper right hand corner, it says group, which means I can move all these words into the middle of the page and do it that way. And I didn't have to go line by line and things like that. You just made it easier for yourself. So this first aid kit, well, that's your focal point, correct? This is what we're going to do. We're going to bring some color into that font. Let's see, what colors do we want? Let's just use the colors of the red and blue, because we know that to be the colors to for safety. One moment.
Okay, that's fine. I'm like, oh yeah,
Sorry about that, guys. Um, there we go. All right, so now you're gonna use, so she's using it in the font element. She's using some, I changed it. It says Archivo Black. It was just stationary. This is the part where you want to either grab it in, and we're going to change the font. You don't necessarily have to highlight it, because once you have this little green box around whatever it is, it knows where to actually change and do other things. So I like bold stuff because I need it to be all eye catching. And so you can try to find stuff that's super bold, something to go with the bullet points, whatever it may be, you can use it. It's all here for you. First aid kit. There's several things, and then I can explain to you because she's watching live. I can explain to you what I saw as the thing. Let's see. Do I want to change all of these? I don't know if I want to change all of these to that font.
well, you were singing a little bit earlier
I don't.
from the Sound of Music.
I'm actually shocked it didn't stay. Oh no. So it stays within my 2+2+2. When you have a font that you need to put your product in, you want to make sure it's as clear as possible, so that there's no misunderstanding as to what you're doing. But for this part, we want to make the word first aid kit just as large as possible and as pronounced as possible. Let me move this up some. I want to move this down. I'm trying to use all of this real estate right here. And that's where some people forget.
Okay, so we're gonna share this tab instead.
All right, so it's a first aid kit. You can still use the element that she has. She's using lift currently. I'm a big shadow person because it adds a lot of life to it. Or you can use neon sometimes, but it doesn't work. You can use niche. You can use so many different things, whatever works for you. But I'm gonna use this one, and I'm gonna use a traditional red. Like this still has from the picture. The picture here, this red and blue picture here, is what shows up now in the photo colors, so that you can actually keep all of this uniformed when you're trying to do your publications. So it's run down here. So let's just use it. So we'll use the red in the front. And when you go back to the element tab, there's an option here that says color. That's the color that's in the back. We're going to use the blue. It didn't come over, but we're going to use the blue from the bag. Now you can use the offset. The offset, it shows you how far away or how close it needs to be away from what you're doing. So you can see it's closer, or you can make it like a big shadow. Just keep that in mind when you're doing it. I like to make it a shadow. You can do the directions if you want it right or left, however you like to do it. Blurry sometimes is nice, but it's not needed in this context. And transparency just makes it darker, brighter, things of that nature. All right, so let me move this a little bit more. All right, So now we have the basics for your fonts and you have that. So now this is when I was telling you about using the elements tab and I can't even talk. And Canva. Safety. So you can do all kinds of things with safety. I'm not going to use the. You can write in first aid. I need a different type of heart. But you can use all kinds of things. I'm just giving examples of what you could do. Like if you, this heart could be the logo if you had a logo. What we were talking about with the building, you can do that. Wow, this is the harder part sometimes, just finding something else to go along with it. Or you can do the box. Oh. Let's get rid of that. Make this prominent. I don't know what color you would want. I wish you could see you write this. If you can write in the chat what color you would like some of this stuff to be, I'd still love your input. But let's do it for this. Like say we'll do this background. Make it black. Nope, not that one. You can just use this undo. There we go. Make this black. We can make this, I don't know. Maybe the black is too heavy. Oh, that's not what I thought about. Here we go. I remember what I was doing now. Earthquake. Right click, replace the background. And you can have it as a disaster. There are elements now where you can use this as a back, like have something in the back. This is way too big. A gray background. Is gray like your business colors? Because I don't want to disrupt the business colors. This is how the picture does. Like you remember I was saying you can lighten up the picture so you can actually see what's going on behind other things. Like, you know, like it sends out the message. Say you had a logo and your logo was here too. Let me do it this one. So we'll just say if you had a logo and it was a house. We'll just say this was your logo. Your logo can go down here in the bottom. Whoa, what did I just do? Oh, here we go. It could go down here in the bottom, and then that's how your business is. So you have something that's eye-catching. So the first aid. Oh, that's okay if you don't have business colors. Just some colors that you like are business colors, because that's basically how it works. But just to have a soft picture in the back to draw attention to some type of disaster or first kit, like for where you want it applied. So a first aid kit, if say you were on a plane, a first aid kit, if you were just traveling in the streets, but we know that this is for an earthquake. We know that this is for a natural disaster and things like that. So you want to give them a little bit of display, or you can say people hurting. Not sure exactly how that would look. But you get the concept of where it's going. You don't have to use this one because apparently it's not the same kind of hurt. I'm using the wrong word, and that's how sensitive Canva can be. um, People caring. I don't know. So just the fact that you can do some of this, like to help. Here, I like this one better if it was a logo. And because it's Canva and you don't have anything as of yet, you can keep this on your, oops. You can keep this on your Canva page until you have something of your own, or you can recreate it and make it slightly different so that you don't have to deal with licensing. So it's just so that they know who it is, or you can put your signature at the bottom or something like that. And that's usually how these things work. You can show, like that's a nice one with the world, but the way it is, you won't see it. But this is it. This is the easiest way to do Canva. Just keep your graphics simple so that it's on point with everything you need. So this is free for you today. Hopefully it helps, or you take some ideas from it. Sometimes, I mean, like, help yourself to it. It's on yours. But yeah, you can just use a picture, use the elements that they have that's free in the back. All these are free, and if it's not, it's on mine. So you got it now. I'm part of your team. So it's absolutely free for you to download with the pictures in the back and the symbols and things like that. So you're good to go unless you want something else. Hold on. I'm sorry. Were you guys talking to me? Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I heard tree like I heard like tree re something of that nature. So I wasn't sure. I'm sorry. I'm Patrice and I'm going back to creating. So I'm sorry about that. That's that multitasking in Clubhouse and in here. So if there's anything other, you can also add borders. I gotta get ready to, or you do lines. Make lines, have lines and make your own border like this. So let's see if it can come up. Sorry about that. I'm gonna hurry up and finish this. But you can use the lines and make a border. And instead of making another one, because you see how difficult that was, you can just make a plus sign, add another one, and put it on this side. And then you can make another one. Use your little turny thing here, not that. Highlight the line, take it off, and then turn it. And make your own borders to add some love to it. This is the hardest part sometimes. So you shorten it from line to line. Make your borders so that they possibly fit. And of course, you can always adjust it in such a way. And then now it stands out more. You can make it any color you want. I don't know why I some kind of way see gold happening there. So what you don't, if you don't see a color that you want, you can type it in gold. And then there comes up different colors of yellow or whatever. Or you can use the blue, but for some odd reason I'm feeling gold. That is way too bright. All of these are too bright.
Then we're going to go ahead and change our transparency.
Or maybe that's not that bad.
Just so you know, all I see is your LinkedIn.
Let's see, let's do red real quick. Oh my God, no. They went too far, didn't it?
Seeing the right thing and everything that I've been doing will not be clear to you because it will be done. I can undo everything. Too funny.
There you go.
Okay.
So you can change it and play with it as much as you like. But it's just so that it adds a border, add some more pop to it, and draw more attention to the information you want them to have. So hopefully that helped. That is my free 99 for the day. I am here usually every Wednesday night. I'm here doing something for someone, and then I'll have actual content getting ready to come up that I'm going to upload for other great things that we do with Canva. So hopefully it helped. If you haven't done it by now, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you have any questions at all, please put it in the chat and I will respond as soon as possible. So I appreciate you guys, and you have a great one, and thanks for stepping into the Decorative Lounge.